Hey there, it's Pablo. I'm coming out with another video on a tool that can help you in the classroom. So, a lot of us are using Kami. This website right here is a little bit like Kami, but I think just a little bit better. The reason I think it's a little bit better, as you can see on the screen right here, you can see your students when they're doing the assignment live. You can see what they're putting and how they're interacting with the assignment. So it's kind of like it's a live view of what your students are doing. And you can upload your PDF files. You can create your own stuff on here, um, just like Kami. So I'm gonna log into my teacher account and I'm gonna show you how this works. Okay. So it's free. There is a paid version that the school pays for. Depends on if the school wants to pay for it. Hopefully our school does. We'll see what happens. I'm going to present this to Mr. Pena later, see if he's interested. Anyway, so we're going to log in with our Gmail account. Okay, and I already worked on some stuff here. Let me delete this one because I don't need that one. But you automatically get this assignment right here. This is a free assignment that they give out just for you to practice with your kids. You can assign points to these, and then you can grade them later, or you can also make copies or duplicate. That's if you want to create your own assignment. So it's kind of like Nearpod and Kami put together. The reason I say that is because of this. Okay, so we're gonna work with this one right here. This one was the one I created. This was a PDF file that I had, as you can see. This is a PDF file that I had from an assignment that I usually print out with the kids that we do in class. All right. And as you can see, here it has options for you to type, highlight, write, or even record. Okay, and I'm going to show you how all of that works right now as a student. So right now I'm going to click on this one right here, work view. Okay, and I'm gonna look at my demo class because I already set it up for first and second period. I haven't tried it yet with them. Right now I'm gonna do it with my demo class. So let me log into my student demo. I have it right here. So what I would do is put it as an assignment, and then all the kids do, like, they don't have to download an extension, which I think is awesome. Like, all they have to do is just use their Google account. All you have to do is paste the assignment on here. They just click on the assignment, and it takes them directly here. And it's kind of like if you're using Nearpod, it's kind of the same thing with Nearpod. If you were to like give them the link, just click on it and it tells them to put their name and it takes them directly to Nearpod. Same thing here. Okay, all you tell them is, okay, here's the code. Don't mess with it. Just down here where it says name, just type your name. Okay, and the only way they can get to the assignment is if they have this code. So if they mess up the code, like, they can't log in, so they won't be able to turn their work. So just like, even if they mess it up, you can give them the code also. Like, here's the code right here, or it comes out space, but there's no space that's needed. So they put their first and try to get them to put their last name. Okay, and then you tell them to log in. And then in a little bit, you'll see here, like here, you see, like I did this the other day, just to try it out, but here, here's the first assignment. So here, I really have nothing here to work on besides just putting my name. So I can either draw or type my name. So let me put it full screen so I can see all my options. So I can zoom in, I can zoom out. I have the cursor right here. I can also ask a question. So if I raise my hand right here, I can ask a question to the teacher. But that's if I have the full version. I don't have the full version, so it doesn't allow me. So you can see here it can split into sections so I can see how many sections I have. Just press back. Sorry, no, not back. You just click on the assignment. So let's say like this assignment, you don't do anything, but this one you do. You just click here and it takes you to the next one instead of clicking here or here. Or you can click these to get to the next slide. Anyway, so I have the cursor selected. Let's say I want to type or draw my name. I can do that. I can type my name here. Click here. And then the one thing that's going to be hard for the kids is messing with the text box, but after a while they get used to it. So they type their name, and maybe you want it smaller. You can tell them to, if they're gonna type it, tell them, hey, like don't make it too big. Make sure to make it smaller. And they just mess with their text box again. There you go, and there you go. And just move it around a little bit. That way it fits there. See? Or they can draw. That one's highlighted. Let me get the pencil. So here's a pencil. I can change my colors. I can also make the thickness a little bit bigger. So maybe I want to put the dates like 10. And it's really hard with the mouse, but you can also do it on the iPad. On the iPad, you don't need the app. They just have to use a web browser like Safari or Google Chrome. And maybe I'll try that in a little bit if I have the time. So here's the date, and here's the period, which, second period or whatever. That's if you need them to write or draw something. Okay, so here, let's go on. So here, like I said, there's nothing really here. It's just the vocabulary words they'll be working with. Let's go here. So here it says, for them to list 3 ways Native Americans obtain food. Usually here they would have to write it with pencil. Instead, I'm going to type like I would with Kami. Just need to mess around with my text box a little bit. Make sure everything fits. Also, make sure that the text isn't too big. And then I would type here. I would look for my answer here, though. So here, like, I wouldn't let them go on their own. I would read with them. So here they would read or whatever. So the answer is here. It's hunting, farming, and fishing. So they would type that there. See? And if they wanted to make it bigger, they could. All of it fits there. Just try to get it. And that's cool because like it's transparent, so you can put it in between the line. That way it fits. So that's another thing that's awesome. So like I said, it's like Kami where you can type and you can highlight. Or, well, let me show you the highlighting features. Like here it says highlight 3 European people who claim parts of North America. So let me just get my highlighter. So this is the pencil. This is the highlighter. So you can even see right here where you put right here, if you leave the mouse pointed, it would say highlight. I need to make sure it's not too big, because if it's too big, like let's say if I had it on this one right here, it would just highlight everything, and I don't need everything. Here's the eraser, so you can erase. Highlight. Let me put it to the smallest settings, because I don't want to highlight too much. So here would be the French, and then the English, and also the Spanish. So those are your 3 answers right there. See? And then the next one says, why did the 13 colonies become the United States of America? So right here it says, why did the 13 colonies become the United States of America? So that would be all of this here, and they would have to write a short sentence. They can type, or in some cases they can record. Like here, it's going to ask me to allow, and then I'm going to record. Because the U.S. colonists went to war with Britain and won and became an independent country. Okay, so that I would put right here. That way the teacher, if they wanted to come back, they would hear it. So that would be for, like our dyslexic students, or students with special needs that maybe they have a hard time typing everything. They can record their answer instead, and they just put it next to the answer. Like here in this case, I just put it right here. And that way when the teacher gets it, they can come back and look at it. Okay, then here it just asks more questions. They go on to the next one. And it's the same thing. They either type, highlight, and they would use all these functions here. And this is great for me. I don't know how, for reading it'd probably be good too, because of the whole highlighting. You can highlight certain sections and all that. So once the student is done, oh, okay, I just found it right here. So here you put for help, please. You click here, and then the teacher would come back over here. So yeah, there is a way for the students, if they have issues, they can raise their hand and they'll be like, oh, the student needs help here. Let me see what they need. You talk to them through Google Meets and you look at what they're looking at and you tell them, okay, this is what you got to do. This is what you're doing wrong, whatever. You know, the teacher can circle stuff. Let me see how it comes out over here. Yeah, let me put it screen by screen. That way it's not too hard. So see, like on my teacher account, I circled here. Student count came here. So yeah, you can interact with the kids, which is awesome. Because like you can be like, okay, you're missing this here. Like even if you're writing an essay, you can tell the kids to like type their essay here because they can type an essay. You can tell them like, okay, here you're missing punctuation, here you're missing whatever, you know. Or if you're doing certain things, you can insert links to there. That way they can watch a video. You can also insert pictures, all that. You can star or add a sticker. So this is for the teacher. So maybe they did a good job. So maybe you can add a sticker. You can make a sticker yourself. That I would need to mess around with, but you can. So let's say you put the sticker here. You grab it. Let's see. Yeah, like stickers, yeah, you can add. I don't remember how, but you can add stickers and that way if they're having trouble, then yeah. If the student wants to erase, like let's say the teacher wrote all that stuff here, like let me do it again. That way yeah, I can see what I was doing. So let's say the teacher wrote some stuff here like as like notes or like hints for the student. Let's see where it's at. The student just clicks right here and it erases everything. Like see right here, it comes out. Right here they would erase, but the teacher would have to erase everything once they were done. So if you wrote some stuff for the student, make sure to erase it. That way it doesn't stay on their assignment. Okay. And here's the sticker. Sorry. So that's the sticker. Evident. Okay. So here it says use evidence to support your claim. So like with your stickers, what you would do is you use them for certain things. Like here it says that you can change it, or like you can be like, oh, good job or whatever. Or like let's say with this assignment right here, like I want to add a sticker. Like let me add a new one. Change image. Maybe I want to put this gold star, like, and I want to put here great job. Okay, and then I put here like how many points that's worth, like maybe 5 points. Okay, so then I go ahead and add it to this student. Okay, so that feedback was sent. So let me see, it was on this page. Let me refresh this page a little bit. Hang on. Let me see if it comes out. It should come out. If not, well, I mean, I don't know why it didn't. But anyway, yeah, it should come out here. If not, or you know what? The reason why it's not coming out is because I need to click on the exact student. That's why. So let's say I want to go to this exact page. Okay, so here we go. So see how all the student work is here. So let's say I want to give them this to give them those 5 points. I put that there. And see, now he has those 5 points. Okay. So yeah, it's a great tool, you know. And like I said, if the kids need help, they just click here and they put please check. You know, they raise their hand to check the work. If it's checked, once everything's checked, you just tell them to log off, and they're good. And unfortunately, since this is a basic account, you can't import grades. What you would do is just check if they did everything, and then just on your regular grade book, just put 100. Or as a student, you know, what they would do is they would put marked as done. And then you would come in and check, okay, how much work did they did. So I'm going to close the student account real quick. I'll come back to that in a bit. So like, let's say, oh, this kid already turned in the work, because they put marked as done. How am I going to check if they actually did the assignment? Well, I'm just going to log into my ClassKick account. Okay, so we're here in the ClassKick account, and I want to see this assignment here, and I want to check on the classes. So here I'd go to assign, because right here we're in edit, so this is to edit. Here I look at assign, and I want to see, okay, the kids in this class, who did what. So here I see that they did the work. What I would do is just go through it real quickly and try not to give a hard assignment. Here, like, I would just check if they filled out the work, and then just give out the points that they have here. So you go on to the next one and so forth. Like here, there's no points, so here you would add your points here. So if like you see that they have like a certain amount of points out of how much you gave, then you give them either 180 based on how much each one would be. So to do that, you would have to put your points here. Like here, like there's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. There's 6. I would have to try to put as like the point system as to how much each slide would be worth. Like right now, I just put 5 points for each, and if they get all 5 points, so here is for everybody. Okay. Let me see if it made that change. Yes, it did. So let me go back here. So here is just automatic 5 points if they just like, did the work or like did their name. 5 points here, 5 points here. Okay, and then, like you grade based on how much work they did. Like if you see that they have all 5 points or whatever points you want to give, then you give them either the 100, the 60, or whatever. Based on the point system that you put forth. Okay, hopefully I didn't make that too complicated. And that's on each student. Like another way you can see if each student did the work is like this one right here. I was working on it. I only opened these 2. I didn't work on these. See, like these are blank. So that means that the student didn't even try to go to these over here. Okay, like the student opened all of these, but they didn't open all of these. Like let me try something else. Let me open up the student account, or let me try a different account. That way I can show you what I mean. So let me open up another incognito. All right, so I opened up another account. So this is going to be totally different from the one I just opened. So I'll open up this one just to show you how this works here. So here I'd put like, let's say just Kim, just to make a different name. Okay, so Kim logs in. So now you see Kim here, and you see that I am looking at this one, and you see that right here, Kim has not like gone to the next one. So now I'm showing you how it would work in a live view. Okay, because as a teacher, you can see what the students are doing live. So here, if you want to see the students are just doing whatever, like not even like doing the work, then you can see that they're just like drawing, and it shows you right there what they're doing. See, like it's kind of cool because it's like live monitoring, So yeah. Yeah, and if they were to do it on Duelist, like they would just open up these here and these here. Yeah. Let me continue. So you see now that I go into a new one, it opens up this other one. So here, like you can see that Kim is now trying to type something. She and like I said, it's a live view, so you can and you can open up and see what they're doing here live. Like let me circle this here. See? So you can actually just say like, hey, I see that you're messing around. They're like, no, you're not. Then you'd be like, and you can show them live on Google Meets or whatever. Yeah, I wouldn't recommend that, but it's possible. Okay. And if they want you to check it, like I said, like I really like this option here because we have a lot of kids who are like, oh, can you check my work? And then like we're always like, oh, show me your screen or let me see. Here, like they can either put help, and that means like, oh, Kim needs help here on this one. Let me see what she needs. I help them, and then I'm like, okay, Kim, now put your hand down. And then Okay, there we go. So Kim now puts her hand down. So yeah, or like let's say Kim's done with all her work. She's like, oh, please check. You as a teacher check, and you'll be like, okay, Kim, you know what? You did good. You get 100 today or whatever. So yeah, I really like this program. I really think it's better than Kami. I think that it will help us out a little bit more depending on who wants to use it and what we use it for. Yes, there's more learning that we need to do with this program, but as to online learning, we always like, give out assignments and we want to see how the kids are doing live. We want to like interact with them live. This gives us that option because, like I said, you can see what work they're portraying, like I'm doing here. And right now I'm just messing around with it. I'm not really like doing anything serious. But you can see what your kids are working on, and you can stop them individually. Be like, you know what? This is what you should work on, or this isn't what you should be doing, or like maybe try this or that. Um, so it's great enough. Whatever. So how do we use this account? So like I said, you don't need. It's not an extension. It's just a website. It interacts with Google Classroom. If we have the full version, then we could send it, like have it interact directly. But right now I'm just using the basic version. Okay, like right here it says basic. Now let me show you what we get with basic, and don't forget with the price. This is a price per school. Right now till November 1st, we'll get it for $997, and this is what we would get with that price. Okay, but this is what you get with your basics. You can only do 20 assignments, which is great because we only assign like maybe 10 assignments per 6 weeks. My last time I had like 5 or 10 assignments for the 6 weeks, so I don't use all of it. So that's great. If we had the Pro, it would have it limited. You get the pen tool, you get all this here, multiple choice, fill in the blank, stickers, grades, whole class view, peer helpers, so they can like the helper like peers can help each other out. You can ask a classmate to come in and help you. That one we'll try it out right now. I haven't really messed around with that one. The ones you don't get is a student portfolio. You cannot keep a portfolio for your students. Google Classroom and Clever Interactive folders. Import glass grade, which, like I said, it's not going to send the grade directly to Google Classroom. You're going to have to check it here and then put on Google Classroom or on your gradebook. Export answers. You cannot export answers, and export students' work to PDF. You cannot do that unless you had the Pro. Okay, so if we were to get Pro, we'd get all these features here. But even with basics, we still get a bunch of stuff, which is crazy. So I think it's a great deal. Like this is a great deal if we do buy, but even if we have the basics, I still think it's pretty good. Let's go ahead and try the Peer Helper one. Let me see how that would work. I would need to. So that one I would need to log into 2 student accounts. So let me see how that would go real quick. I'm going to need to log into this one, and let me open another window over here. Give me a second to set it all up, guys. Okay, so I just logged back in as Kim and as, well, me, Pablo. Make sure that they type it the same way, because then it's going to create a new assignment for them. So if they're going to put Pablo with lowercase letters, make sure that they put Pablo Martinez with lowercase letters, okay? Do not let them write, funny names, because then they're probably going to forget. And if they need to go back and fix their assignment, they're going to have a hard time. I mean, of course, you would just show them and they would type them, but I mean, just so time's sake, whatever, So anyway, so peer review, so our peer help. So let's say, let's see how that works. Hang on. So let's say I raise my hand here, and then here it says rational robot number 2, or a position robot number 3. You click here. Okay, so this is me as a student. I'm looking at what this person needs help with, and I can like either on Google Meets or whatever, I can help my classmate, or let me put my hand down here, and let me press back here. Okay, let's try a different slide. That way we can see how it works. So let's say Kim needs help, or Pablo needs help with this slide right here. Okay, so as a student, they can come over and they can look at slide number 3, and they can help. Okay, so that's an option that you can do, and they themselves can, you know, help you out by saying, okay, this is the answer, you know, this is this. That's just for review purposes. You can have that turned off on your settings if you want. That way you don't have them helping each other, but if you want for them to collaborate, this is one way they can collaborate. Once they're done, it still stays there. So let's say you don't like what they put, you, the teacher, or the student can just erase. Oh wait, no, sorry. The student would have to come back and erase their stuff. So they would have to come back in. And let me see if it lets them erase. So like I said, it's a cool option, but not something I would encourage with my class all the time. Like maybe with like a collaborative assignment, I would let them do that. But an assignment where like this, where it count like kind of as a test, no. But like I said, you can have this option turned off here. So helpers, you can have it turned off. Okay. Yeah, and like I said, you can share, you can export your work once you've already done the work. That way you don't lose it. You can duplicate it. And like I said, you can share it using a class code. So like, or you can share with a colleague. So we'll get into that in this next part. So hang on. So next thing before I get into more stuff is how do I create an account? So what you would do is you would just look it up on the internet with Google, preferably. You click here and you create an account. It's totally free. So what you would do is you'd put teacher, students would put students, but with the way I'm going to show you how to set it up, they're not going to need to go through here as long as you post it in Google Classroom. All right, so they would go through as teacher, and then you would choose your Google account. So let me try a different Google account. That way we don't have a hard time. So I would click with this one. And it says, sorry, but we couldn't find it. So you would put here, create new account, because it's trying to find an account that was already created. So create a new account, and you would log in as a teacher. If it's if the student's logging for the first time and it asks them to do that, just tell them to create as a student, and it'll just take them straight into the thing. So then here you'd do it again, and then you would choose the account that you were going to create an assignment on. All right, so here would put prefix, what do you prefer? And there you go. So organization, I'll just put middle school. So here it says 8 teachers are using it. There's very few teachers using it right now. So yeah, so here, like I said, here's your free assignment. That would give you don't have to post it. You can actually delete it, because remember, you only get 20 assignments. You can view how the assignment's going to look if you want. So this is how the students would see. Okay, and it gives you examples. All right, how do you post an assignment is the big question. Okay, so here you would click right here on the plus, and then you would put create from file, add a blank. So if you were to go to blank, you would have to create your own stuff by drawing stuff out or adding pictures, whatever. Depends on your creativity. Let me delete that one. You can browse. There's a lot of assignments that were already created from other teachers, depending on what you're doing. You know, like here's one for Spanish, Amazing Mummies. You can use any of these. You know, like this one's for math. So if you like that, then you know you just put copy assignment, and then you would assign it to your students, right? But let's say you already have something like a PDF you want to upload, so you can click this one right here, create from file. And let me find a something I can use, like this one right here. So this has 2 pages. One is this page, and the second page is the answers. I don't want that both of them. So like if I wanted all the pages, I'd put import all pages. But let's say like I have this one, but I forgot to separate this. I would just choose my pages. I don't want to, you know, have more than one page on there. So what I would do is I would not press this one. I would just press next, and then here, new question. You click it like that, and then you put next. And then if you want to add another PDF or another file, you would go ahead and add. Okay, but I just want this one. Okay. So next is the points. How many points would I put here? I would put here 100 points because that's how much it's worth if they do it correctly. Here you put a description, just telling the students what to put or whatever. Subject, if you want to put your subject, you can. So me, since I'm a history teacher, I would put social studies, 6th grade, because that's the grade I teach. So here it says private, only your students can use or share, colleagues can view and make a copy. So that's if you're going to share it with other teachers. So if I want to be nice and share it to the other teachers, I would. So that's there, assign. Now I need to make a roster. So if you were to have the full version, you can sync all your kids in here and automatically they would get it. Or what you do is you just create a roster like right here. You put here a name for the roster, like first period. Okay, and here you would put grades. That way you can, you know, let out grades. And then here you can, if you want to put the helpers, like for other people to help, you could put that there. So that's if you want other classmates to come help. In this case, maybe I don't. If it's a test, I'd turn it off. Hide, you can hide the assignment in case you don't want the students to work on it right now. And you can lock this assignment. So let's say like they have until Thursday to do it. It's already Friday. And they didn't finish, you can lock it. Okay, here's the class code. Now here you click here, and it says copy link, or you can share with Google Classroom. So, and this is not with the paid. This is the free version that we're using right now. So let's say I want to use it on Google Classroom. So I click here, and then it asks me what class I want to put it on. So let me put it on my demo class, because then if my other kids see it, they're going to freak out. So here I'm going to click here. And then I'm going to put, what do I want to mark it as? So as a create assignment, ask a question, make an announcement, or create material. I want to get it as a grade. So I'm going to make it as an assignment. Okay, even if it's a quiz, put it as an assignment, and you can just like, you know, make it later into a quiz, you know. And quizzes are just for like Google Forms, so don't worry. So put it here, go. Now here for new assignment, we're going to change the name. So here we're going to put 13 colonies. Okay, that way the kids know what they're going to do. Then they press assign. And if you're going to put more stuff on the bottom, that's fine. Okay, and then we're going to go ahead and put view. So now it's going to open it up on Google Classroom. We're going to go to classwork, and I didn't put it in a specific spot because this is just a practice thing. If I did, I would put it under my assignments, but like I said, this is just a demo. So here's the assignment we just did. All the kids have to do is open it up and either click on the link or put view assignment, and then click on it and then do the assignment, and then they're done. Okay, so that's how you post an assignment on there. The other way, that was one way. Like I said, you can click this, or you can click the link. So you press copy link. You come back over here. Let me go over here. You create the assignment. You put assignment. You put the name. And then you click this one right here for add. You put link. You copy and, well, you had already copied it, but you paste the link. And then you press add or assign. And there it is. See, very simple. Yeah, so like I said, I really like this one because you can assign multiple things. Like you can do basically almost anything on here. You can give a test. You can do collaboration if you turn on helpers. It's awesome. And you can also share with colleagues. So let's say like you're a co-teacher, or you have the teacher in the same grade level and you both want to do the same assignments. All you got to do is just type their email like on here, or you can just copy the link and send it to them, and it shares the assignment with them and it puts them in the library. So it's pretty cool. Like I said, if you like this, contact me and I'll train you some more on it. I know this is a very like you know, rundown training, but hopefully y'all like it. Well, thanks.